So it is the 10 minutes speaking, and before that, I have to say something that, well, I want to make a promise that I have to do the 10 minutes speaking and the 30 minutes speaking every day without any procrastination that can stop me from doing this one. So, this is the promise that I've made for myself, and I have to do it. Alright, so don't waste too much time, so let's get started with this 10 minutes speaking. Dreaming is good, having goals is good, but sooner or later, there's come a time when you must act. Your mouth is not a tool for distributing excuses or the worst phrases we ever created words you could save it to believe it. It's a phrase created by cynical people with small minds that have not got any hope that things can get better. Can you imagine what the world would be like if everyone believed that it was too? We have no cars, no planes, no lights in the dark. We never have computers or mobile phones. We never climb mountains, break records, or go to the moon. I used to believe these rules. Nothing can be achieved, conceived until first is believed. You got to understand that at some point, life will throw you in a curveball. There's no getting around that. If there's something that you want to do with your life, that thing deep inside you, was breathed by day and light, will always just be an idea until you choose to believe it's possible. You have to believe it so much, you already think it's happened. You have to work in this light there, talk like there, believe it's there. Dreams without actions is a part to delusion. The only way you can measure, the only way you can turn the corner in your life is to own your smart. In other words, everything in your life is your fault. If you don't, you will underperform or not because of these excuses. The reason most people don't take action is simple. And the only way to overcome this, when someone say no, I say next. Yes, I might get upset. Yes, I might be frustrated. Yes, I might be disappointed. But I'm not gonna sit there in my emotions. I'm gonna sit there and have a pity party. I'm gonna go harder. What do you say? I'm not gonna sit there and have a pity party. I'm going to go harder. I'm in control of my destiny. Just like I was in control of my past. Whatever happens in my life is up to me. If I succeed, I take credit. If I fail, I take credit. My life is my fault. Every morning when my friend says to yourself, I'm in control of my destiny. Just like I was in control of my past. Whatever happens in my life is up to me. If I succeed, I take credit. If I fail, I take credit. My life is my fault. Stop making excuses. Get after it, real right now, and repeat after me. I am in control of my destiny. People sit around and they focus on all the bad that might happen to them if they try to act. Then they completely forget about what will happen if they don't. So think about it right now. Let's think of something that might happen if you try to do a thing that you've been waiting to do for years. Okay, well, it might not work the first time. It might not be as easy as you thought. People are going to think you're mad. They're going to look at you and think you're insane. They're going to tell you, like, it ain't possible, it's risky, you shouldn't do it. Be careful, stick to what you know, stick to what you do. Fuck that, follow your dreams. These people have to see to believe it, but you need to believe it to see it. Imagine things happen when you believe you have something. Your brain actively goes out to make it happen. You start to notice little subtle opportunities that you want to be otherwise deleted. Because it knows you got a job to do to get to what you want. But if you keep taking action and spotting all of this stuff, that might happen, guess what? Sooner or later, you're gonna start winning. Remember, there ain't no such thing as failure, baby. Only feedback. So to make yourself take action, you gotta make decision, and that decision has to be final. People take action and get done when they have had enough. They decide and they say, "That's it. I'm done. No more." You're either moving forward or standing still. The choice is yours. Decide. The choice is the choice is yours. Decide. And in this social media world we live in today, it's so easy to lose your way. I look around so many times people today can see it around they don't know who they are. It is easy to see the life we live today through some Snapchat filter. To look around everybody else and say that's what life looks like. That life looks perfect. I want to be just like that. So they got around and start acting like other people, doing what other people do. Taking a selfie in front of the on the picture and upload it to tell the world this is who I am. The problem is behind closed doors they know what that's who they are. So they end up lost, wandering around in the line that they've created. And other thing to keep the light going is more light, or more pictures, more filters. Until one day they look around and realize that they have lost themselves along the way. They have no idea who they are. Or could be because they've been trying so long to be someone else. I think the greatest, most influential people in history deep down are the way that they are because above everything else, they were themselves. Nobody else. They wasn't like someone else or even compared to anyone else. You have to follow your heart. You have to be you. You have to make your choices based on your principles and beliefs and don't outside forces influences dictate your dictate decision. I believe it's your decision that make us who you are and mentally who we could be. See you through life, always making your decisions based on someone else. And what you might think, you never truly find yourself. It all comes down to how much you care about what other people think. It's a scary thing in the world to be living today, to be yourself. There's so much fake perfection out there in social media, but I'll tell you this. It's also the best feeling in the world, and when you go through life, knowing you answer that other people's mad at you, but yourself, it's liberating. There's the freedom in it. So stop hiding and be yourself. The main reason people's outlook on the world is so negative is because what they're focusing on. You're focusing on energy flows, baby. And think of this. If you spend all the time focusing on all the problems in the world and all the problems in your life, you aren't going to be happy. It's easy in the world to we live today to be consumed by all the media filled negativity in the world. You can't turn on the TV without seeing some negative story or the bad. Everyone has problems. Everyone has going to on their life. The difference between the people who are happy and the people that aren't is that the people that are happy choose to focus on the solutions. The face all the problems themselves. You always have a choice. You can decide to focus on the solution or decide to decide it's all about perspective. Constantly tell yourself how much worse things could be, and you can actually be thankful for the way you've got things at that moment. Your world and your life can surely be anything you make it. But you gotta make it. This ain't some motivational, inspirational ball. This is the truth. This is the truth. You can be who you are. You can do what you want to do. See what you want to see. It's all in your power, and no one else is. But you gotta believe it. You can either be a victim of your life or master of it, but choice is always yours. What's your excuse today? You don't have enough time. You don't have enough energy. You don't have enough money. You don't have enough. You're too tired. You didn't get enough sleep. Is it what really stopping you? Or is what's stopping you? It's you. All these excuses only sound good to one person, and that's you. Stop lying to yourself. Stop making excuses for why you can't do it. Don't give a fuck up. Get off your arm and get to work. You want to take a look at other people and what they got and get jealous and sort of because this and that, or it's easy for them because they got this and that, But your answer is go time, baby. It's to stop making your excuses. It's time to start making advantages of the world you live in today. Not the opportunities that are staring you in the face. You do have the time. You do have the money. You don't have the energy. You just need to decide. Decide what you want bad enough and admit the truth, which is nothing. Nothing in this world is free. Nothing is easy. Anything worth having is hard to get. Admit that you can't have anything you want, but it's going to be hard work. Admit that you are the only reason that you're where you are, and that you are the only reason you aren't where you want to be. Admit, take responsibility and accept it. Because until you do, until you stop making your excuses, you'll never get what you want. Now is the time. Now is the moment. Not tomorrow, not next week, but right here, right now. Stop making excuses and start making some changes. Alright. So this is the end of this 10-minute speaking video for today. So I'm gonna start with the 30-minute speaking right now.